Hello and welcome to spending a cozy evening with me. It was a rainy, cold, dark ass night and I just wanted to stay inside and cook a soup and have some tea. This is the London Fruit and Herb Company blueberry tea. One of my favorites. It's a little bit sweet on its own. You don't have to put any sugar in it or anything, and the color is beautiful. Oh yeah, so I'm Isadora. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos if you like the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I got some big news for y'all in this little video. So this was like a Friday after I finished my work. Leading up to this, I'd had the most insane week of my entire life. I moved into a place with a roommate almost 4 months ago, and we're just not compatible, so I decided to leave. I'll talk more about that later. Not in this video, but like other ones. Yeah, so I was house hunting this whole week. If you hear the clicking, that's me putting my fucking TENS unit on. Oh yeah, speaking of TENS units, my sciatic pain became so agonizing that I started with an orthopedist. So now I'm in orthopedic therapy and I found a new place to move and I'm moving out of here in a week. This was an old t-shirt. I think you've already seen me starting on like cutting the patch out of the t-shirt and doing that in like another video. On this night I decided we were going to get a jump on applying it to the denim jacket. Now this is the first big thing I've ever hand sewn. So like I was ready to embrace the punk aesthetic by having it look a little bit like fucking shit, really. But I'm into that. Like if you've seen the rest of me, like by all metrics, I'm barely even performing being a woman right, so. And I'm not gonna start doing it correctly. Anyway, I might put on some YouTube videos. This is like a little very tiny food channel I like. I've got a lot. Wow, can't even talk, bro. She's called Lauren, and she recently went to Taiwan and she was just sharing what she ate there. Cool video. Recommends her. I'll link her channel below if you want. She makes much more professional and aesthetic ass videos than I do. So initially my plan was to have this jacket ready for both the Marcha Lencha and the Mexico City like Pride Parade, but I'd started physical therapy like 3 days before the Marcha Lencha, and at the time when I was filming this, the Marcha Lencha was the next day, and I didn't have the jacket ready, and I also just wasn't able to walk that well. I'm slowly improving, but they said it's gonna take like about a month to be entirely better, and I've been to physical therapy once and been taking like the medications they recommend for less than a week. So still got some time, but yeah, so first thing what I started off doing was I'm just putting safety pins to figure out the initial placement I wanted of this on the back of my jacket. I started off with it pretty low, as you can see, and I watched the footage back and then decided that I would try again, repin it, and I put the patch up higher. And initially, that's where I stuck with it. So I did not finish the jacket in this vlog. In probably like one of the next couple videos you see of mine after this, the jacket will be totally complete. I actually finished it like a couple days after filming this, but I just wanted to like be in the moment, and I've been really into this band called Romeo Void. They're like post-punk new wave, like 80s, like they got a saxophone, they got like a female vocalist who like literally fucks, like, so I just wanted to like get into the vibe, man. So I honestly struggled to thread the needle a lot. I don't know if you're supposed to use your spit or not, or I'm committing some kind of crime against seamstressery, but this is just how I did it. I did not watch any tutorials or anything. I just kind of wanted to like freeball this as like a fun thing to do without any real like neuroticism about how good it turns out or like if it looks professional or not. Like, I'm not a professional. I'm just some guy, bro. Ooh, sorry. I'm kind of mad tired. Today my friend was feeling pretty shitty and I have like a whole bunch of COVID tests. So I brought her a COVID test to like see how she was doing, and she didn't have COVID, so I just ended up like hanging out with her all day, and yeah, she made me like a beautiful American diner style breakfast, which I'll insert a picture of here. I was like, girl, if you're sick, like, you ain't gotta make me breakfast. And she was like, at this point, it was like 2 p.m., man. So I was like, you don't gotta make me lunch. And she was like, I'm already making it for myself anyway. Because that's what I crave when I don't feel well. So, like, super cool. Well, you could see, like, oh yeah, I came over and we were both wearing the same fucking outfit. That's Bestie Emily, my platonic life partner. We're low-key married, actually. When I was chilling out at her house, we were, like, wrapped in blankets and we applied for Costco memberships together, which is another big, huge life update for me. So look out for some Costco hauls upcoming after I move. So I don't know how soon after I post this, like, videos of me in the new place are gonna be, but I'm gonna be living alone for the first time in years. Like, I just feel like I've been through so much, like, living in Mexico City with, like, the most insane and evil landlords of all time, and, like, crazy ass roommates and stuff, and I'm just like, you know what, I'll pay more and, like, I'll travel less, and, like, I'm part of getting a Costco budget so I could, not budget, a Costco membership, so I can, like, buy food in bulk and, like, save money there. I'm just like, I'll work it out. So I just need some space, man. I've gone through some things, like, yeah, once I'm, like, moved into the new place, I think I'll, like, kind of decompress and, like, be ready to talk about it. But, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess, like, enjoy some of those last shots in this place, because it's been fucking wild. Also, I hope, like, because I feel like a lot of times online, the only people you see doing anything are, like, beautiful, like, professional women making, like, super aesthetic videos, and, like, if you're just, like, some guy dude and you just look like some fucking normal ass fatty and, like, you don't have any formal training and anything, like, you can do whatever you want. Like, fuck up your clothes, bro. Like, if you want to sew something together, like, you don't need to buy a sewing machine. Like, you don't need to spend, like, hundreds of dollars. You don't need to learn how to use a machine. You don't even gotta fucking watch a tutorial if you don't really care if it looks crazy. Like, you know, this was actually really therapeutic and, like, nice to do, and there's a lot of more future, like, sewing projects I'd really love to do. Like, I want to make a cover for, like, my reading pillow out of some, like, old velvet pants. Years ago off Poshmark, I got a pair of, like, the velvet harem pants off their Anthropology brand, but I feel like even in the plus size, like, or maybe I just have super long legs, like, because my legs are really long, the pants don't really fit me right, and they can, like, they just slowly ride up my legs until, like, they're, like, weird culottes or whatever. Like, is that what a culotte is? Bro, like, you ever realize how much you don't fucking know? What is a culotte? I hope it's not, like, isn't that Hungarian dish? No, that's fucking, goulash. Oh my god, I need to lay down in traffic, bro. Too much. Anyway, yeah, so I just had, so I did this I recorded, like, the visuals you're looking at on a Friday evening. It's currently Sunday evening, and, like, I've just, like, kind of been in my house, man. Like, moving sucks, like, especially, in Mexico City, like, even finding a place can be impossible. Like, I saw this one place, and it literally sounded like there were dogs being tortured in, like, the building, and, like, yo, like, dogfighting is a problem here. Like, they might have been. It was, like, so heartbreaking and weird. Like, you never fucking know what you're gonna run into. Like, it's the fucking wild, wild west out here, man. But yeah, I'm really glad I went to my friend's house today, because, she met, like, a, Zapatista guy 2 weeks ago, And he was like, run into the woods with me. And I was like, bro, you can't be running into the middle of the woods with like a dude you just met, like, unless you want to get murdered. And I'm like, you know, regardless of his political leanings, like, as a woman, it's just not a good idea to do it. I would be more likely to trust a Zapatista than, like, other types of men, but, like, that would go from, like, negative trust to, like, perhaps considering trust, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, bro. Anyway, so I'm glad I was there. Yeah. What a time. Yo, I feel like too much is just always happening all the time. Oh, also, I started using Bumble again just because, like, I'm gonna tell you, last December I started going out with a woman and I fell super in love with her. And, she was an alcoholic who was just using my house to get drunk at, like, away from her parents. So that just, like, completely crushed my fucking spirit into the ground, and I deleted all my apps and didn't talk to another human being. No, I mean my friends, but, like, just gave up on anything entirely for, like... Yeah, it's, like... It's almost July now, so, like, almost a complete 6 months, and, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a video where I share some of my favorite Bumble profiles in Mexico City with you right now. And again, like, I'm bisexual, I date men and women. So, yeah, maybe I'll show you some of that. But, oh yeah. So on top of all that sewing, I made some fucking soup. Now, this soup was actually, it tasted really good at first, but it did not keep well in the fridge. It was just cheese tteokbokki, Korean fish cakes, frozen cabbage, frozen smoked ham, carrots, broccoli, mushrooms, and I had like tteokbokki seasoning left from like another instant tteokbokki I bought like a while ago. I can't use all the seasoning because I'd be white as hell, and I haven't smoked enough cigarettes to like permanently damage my taste buds, so like I can't be like just like 8-balling hot sauce or like shooting fucking tapatio into my eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, wait, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite dating profiles I've seen so far in Mexico City. Let's do a dramatic reading. Entrepreneur, very practical and down to earth. If we match, let's meet. I enjoy outdoor activities and sports and dancing, traveling and learning new things. Into athletic women, less than 22% body fat. Match if you will engage in conversation and meet, and only if you're a biological woman. Damn, homie, like, what a biological fucking loser. Like, I love this where he's, like, almost threatening you that, like, he will refuse to talk to you unless you proactively agree to meet up. Also, like, who knows their exact percentage of body fat? Like, doesn't that just seem kind of like a Nazi thing to say? Do you, like, I don't know, like, cause I date men and women, I've never looked at a human being and was like, oh, what's their body fat percentage? I was like, damn, like, she thick, let me bite it. Which one of us is, like, do you even like women? Also, I love, like, the biological women shit, cause it's like, you know, he's like, no trans people, and I'm like, I guess it's good that he's saying that, because, like, trans people are going through enough, and they literally do not deserve to, like, have an audience with that fucker. And, you know, it's weird, it's always the people in Mexico City with, like, fully English profiles who are super unhinged like that, like, and usually, honestly, it's always, like, a crazy entitled foreigner, or a Mexican who's, like, super malinche. That's, like, a, how do I explain that to people who don't know? Like, it might be kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of the idea of, like, Mexicans, like, not liking their own people, or, like, preferring, like, European people, European ideals, like, prioritizing whiteness over their own, like, culture and history, and, like, the status and, like, the money associated with whiteness. So, like, literally when you see profiles in English in Mexico City, it's usually like crazy foreigners who are like writing on their profile like, where can I find raw milk? And I'm like, or it's like dudes who went to Tech Monterrey. Dudes who go to Tech Monterrey is like the equivalent of like dudes who brag about like going to Harvard, but like their dad paid for the like school to be built. So like that's why they went to Harvard. But they go around telling everybody that like they went to an Ivy League even though like they never studied and spent the whole time like roofing bitches. That's Tech Monterrey energy. I have a lot of issues with Monterrey because my ex-boyfriend was from San Luis Potosi, es un otro estado de Mexico. And basically Monterrey, they wanted to steal San Luis Potosi's water. They were like, we can just do that because like we're fucking Monterrey. And it's like go fuck your cousin. Like, go milk your cousin for fluids. There's a joke that like Monterrey is like the Alabama of Mexico. Anyway, this, while my soup was cooking, this was like a jewelry box that I got at a moving sale a couple years ago, and like that part broke off. So I decided to stick it back on using like Gorilla Glue sticky putty that like all the shit on my walls is hung up with, because I was like, I already have it, so like why not? Like, bro, as long as shit works, it's all good. Look at how beautiful this jewelry box is, and like the sun and the moon motif, like the sun and the moon motif are like really, really important to like native cultures and groups. I think like there's some kind of legend or something that like Mexico means like in the belly button of the moon. In maybe it's in Nahuatl, I don't remember. There's like over 100 native languages spoken throughout Mexico. It's actually really cool. There's like people who speak Maya, there's like Nahuatl, there's like a lot of shit going on, but look at how good that fucking stuck on there. Like I'm fucking Bob the Builder's wife right now. Like we're cugging Bob the Builder on this channel. Bro, I never saw an episode of Bob the Builder. Did like bro even have a wife? Let me know. Comment below and let me know if Bob the Builder actually had a wife. Yo, this box, like, this jewelry box has to be one of the most beautiful things I've ever encountered in my life, and, like, I'm pretty sure I got it for, like, 70 pesos or something. Anyway, that was all the shit that was going in the soup. This would have been really good if I did not put the frozen cheese tteokbokki in there. Oh my god, like, that's gonna go in my monthly fails when that goes up. I'm not gonna get into it here exactly, but, like, the cheese in there is, like, it's like God punishing me, bro. Like, 100% fucking punishing my ass. This, like, oh my god, like, even when it's defrosted, it had, like, a texture that's, like, almost like a synthetic, undescribable texture, as if you were eating, like, the plastic food from, like, a children's play kitchen. Like, absolutely foul. The cheese somehow had, like, no fucking flavor whatsoever. Yeah, then I just put all that shit in there. And I believe I put in a lot of the tteokbokki powder. I put in, mushroom powder. And the ali aglio seasoning from Trader Joe's. Like, I just be putting that shit in everything. Like, all the time. Oh yeah, corn. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll put in more profiles from Bumble. Maybe I'll put in, like, other good ones I saw. Oh yeah, wait, I gotta put in this one I saw, because, like, I'm still thinking about it. So this says, soy como un experimento científico impredecible, pero con método. Me gustan las charlas que se alargan sin querer y la gente que ríe con facilidad, aunque sea de chistes malos. Si tienes buenas historias o sabes cocina, ya ganaste. Generado con ChatGPT. So basically everything she's saying is totally fine. She's just like, I'm like a scientific experiment, like, crazy and out there, but with method. I like long chats that like stop because like that never stop, like that grow naturally, and people that like laugh easily, especially at like bad jokes. If you have good stories or you know how to cook, you already won me. Generated with ChatGPT. This bitch generated her dating profile with ChatGPT, which is literally fucking unacceptable to me. If you can't even be bothered to write shit about yourself on a dating app, like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Like, a woman did that? Like, and again, like, I mean, I guess it's good that she's being honest about it, I guess, but, like, the whole point of a dating app is that, like, you're trying to, like, get to know people and let people know you. Why the fuck would you use ChatGPT? I was so turned off and mad that, like, I actually closed the app and I haven't opened it. Since I saw that, I'm like, people are generating their dating profiles with ChatGPT. Like, I feel like Squidward, you know that meme where he's, like, dying because he's in the future? And if you want to hit me with that neoliberal shit, like, some people need to use ChatGPT because, like, I don't know, it's, like, ableist to say that, like, nobody needs ChatGPT. I don't give a fuck. Like, alright, this is not neoliberal town, baby girl. Like, half of what me and my best friend do is that, like, I make fun of her for being from California and having, like, self-serving white guilt. That's literally all we talk about. Like, and I hate that shit because, like, it makes me feel like Tucker Carlson, which means that, like, I gotta lay in traffic. But, like, I'm from Philly. You think I'm not gonna fucking rip on you for being from California? Like, if you're like, we're gonna start this Thanksgiving dinner with a land acknowledgement, like, I'ma just laugh at you. That's so funny to me to do. Like, you know, like, oh, we're gonna admit that, like, taking the land was bad and, like, the genocide of Native Americans was bad, but, like, we're still gonna eat that fucking turkey, though. Alright? Like, pick one. If you feel that bad about it, just don't celebrate it anyway. This got weird, you know. This should just be like a fun, cozy night in. Instead, I feel like I'm like yelling at you. Sorry, you know, I love you. You don't deserve it. I was watching some Teresa is Dead videos and finishing up sewing. Like, so I only did about half of it. So, like, from the half on the top, going all the way down and around to, like, half on the bottom edge. So, like, I did a good bit, but honestly, my leg, on my sciatic leg, was hurting so bad that, like, I had to stop, man. Anyway, yeah, I told you, this was just trying to untangle my tens unit. Somehow I always have my, I was trying to think of, like, some kind of simile I could make to something that's, like, incredibly tangled up, but my dumb brain offered, like, it forgot everything that's ever been, like, a clusterfuck before. You know what I'm saying? How it's like when somebody asks you what your favorite song is and, like, you feel like you've never listened to music before. Like, it just be like that sometimes. Anyway, it was time to strap on that tens unit and spend the rest of my cozy evening in watching Supernatural. I actually finished season 4 and I'm on to season 5. I think by the time you see this, maybe like my reviews of season 4 and season 5 will already be up. I'll link my like Supernatural season reactions below if you want to check that out. Anyway, we're coming up on the end, I think. Thanks so much for watching and, like, getting all the way to the end if you did. Remember to, like, comment, subscribe. If you got all the way to the end of, this one, I want you to, like, drag me in the fucking comments. Like, drag me to filth. Think of, like, the worst roast that you have and deliver it to me. Yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed my night of... I think I finished, like, I watched, like, 6 or 7 episodes that night. There's me no pants, tens unit, and heating pad on. Supernatural playing the fucked up back, bitch. Like, symphony. Man, I hope the orthopedist can fix me. And I gotta move, and like I can't straighten my leg. There's just many things happening. Maybe I'll have some moving vlogs coming up. Anyway, that's it. Bye, sluts.